Well, today we're gonna take a look back at the old shop. So, as some of you recognize, here we are, at the old shop that we rented for a long time. And I made my video that kind of took off a little bit, saying that unfortunately we were losing our shop space, which then prompted the building expansion that many of you may or may not have seen on the channel. Definitely, look at that if you are in any kind of building projects. But this still remains. And we were put on a very short timeline because the property that this is on was potentially sold. So, needless to say, that deal kind of fell through, and here we still are. And we could, if we wanted to, we could keep this shop space indefinitely and pay rent on it. But with the $100,000+ building we just expanded on at home, can't exactly afford to pay for this and the extra money that the shop at home is now going to cost. So we will be exiting here by March. We were just basically renegotiated this. We do have a little more time. We thought it was going to be out in January. We're in January, and that has changed. So here we still are. It is what it is. And we're happy to have it, and happy that we got the deals that we got done with, the owner of this property, and he's tied in with a bunch of other stuff we're doing, but that's a whole different story. So what I want to do is I want to go around and update everybody on these cars. Okay? A lot of stuff has not happened recently due to a ton of reasons, but mostly because we've been at home putting up, a 32 by 112 building, and that is still not done, and everything's taking much longer than it should have. Blah, blah, blah. Anybody that's put up a building, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take at least a couple minutes, walk around each and every one of these cars, update people as to what's going on with them, what the plan is with them, and for any of the new viewers, which I've gained in the last 90 days, well over 100 subscribers and far beyond that in viewership. So thank you to all of those guys. But we'll start at the front here, and there's a bunch more projects at home. A lot of you guys know that. But this is just what's here. This, it doesn't look like much, and it isn't much, but it is a CUDA, so it's something. So this is a 70 Barracuda, not a CUDA. People are going to give me crap for that in the comment section. Oh, it's just a Barracuda. It's not a real CUDA. Yeah, okay. This is a 1970 Barracuda that obviously is in a million pieces, but that's the original color. And right here, vitamin C orange. The whole front end is very nice. Somebody started drilling spot welds and did a little stuff there that I need to go back and fix. Frame rails are good front to back. The floor pans are actually really nice. A couple little pinhole patches are going to be needed, but most of the time when you find these cars, the whole floor is just gone. Well, another thing that's always pretty much gone on this type of car, the E-bodies, is the cowl area. This is always rusted out. Water settles here and whatever, and it rusts out and it's gone. The big issue with this car is the roof. As you can see, there is a roof skin, custom mounted 90 degrees, and we think that's cool. No, that's just there. That's the big issue with the car, is that the roof rotted out right there, and that's it for major structural damages aside from this spot as well. So, and then typical sheet metal work around the back window, and we got a brand new trunk pan, rear valence, front valence, tail panel, rear window filler. That quarters for that car. Trunk lid, header panel, fender, one quarter, and the other quarters around here somewhere. I don't remember where. Oh, there it is, over there. But we have all the parts to kind of put this thing back together. If we do, it'd be kind of a CUDA tribute, probably a decently well-built 383 and a 4-speed. This is all just ideas right now. This car has not really changed. We ordered all the metal for it. Now we just got to do it, or give somebody else the opportunity to buy it and they can do it. There's a whole lot of people that have built cars out of a whole lot less than this. So, I don't know. It is what it is. Make a Hemi Cuda clone out of it. I don't care. If somebody wants to buy it, they can email me, but it's a heck of a project. So anyways, that's kind of the rundown on that. We might start chipping away at some metalwork here and there on it once we get moved into the new shop. We might kind of have it in a corner and have some tools and stuff around it, and whenever we're between jobs or between work, maybe we'll work on it or something. But as far as the project goes, if we do it, this is a long-term project. This is not a put all your effort towards it and put all hands on deck. So that's the CUDA. This 1970, wow, I'm way off. 1969 Roadrunner. I'm sorry, I was thinking of the 71 Roadrunner. I'll get to that later. 1969 Roadrunner 383 automatic B7 blue post car with white and blue interior. So there's a bunch of stuff on it, or else I'd open the hood. It's real nice under there. So, and you guys can't see anything. But what you don't see is you don't see light. You don't see light coming up through the floor because there is a very, very, very nice floor in this car. And it was, white door panels, white seats, which these have been recovered, obviously, and blue dash, blue carpet. Is this a factory tack car? Yes, factory tack with the decor option of the chrome on the post. And it's missing a quarter panel. Well, there it is. Yes, I know that's a 68 quarter panel. This is a 69. We'll fix it. So what happened to this car is very, very solid. The car is from Arizona. It's from the Arizona deal. If anybody that's been around for a while, you know about that. There's plenty of videos on that. This car is extremely, extremely solid. It needs that quarter skin and it needs a couple little patches, and that is it. It's extremely solid around there and in the trunk. The whole entire trunk pan is rock solid. The only other issue is right there. That wheelhouse got ate up a little bit. So it's a very, very nice trunk pan, very nice car in general. But it just needs that quarter panel, and it needs just various bodywork from dents and dings and bumps into this and that, and everything else that a car goes through in life. But yeah, this will be one of our bigger focuses once we have the shop done. This is probably number 2 or 3 on the list of importance. We're going to fix that. We're going to cut the rest of this out, probably cut back here up a little bit. And I'm going to fix that trunk extension. I have another trunk extension. I'll probably just use a portion of it because the rest of it is really nice. I need to do whatever I got to do to that wheelhouse. Might need to pop it out just a little bit, but it is solid. And then I can get that quarter panel on it, and then I can start fabricating a piece for over there. And then this car, as far as metalwork, is done. So, extremely solid car. And it is a 383 automatic car, nothing real special. But it was originally B7 blue, this is a 1970 version of B7 blue, but it's close. A darker metallic blue. And I think this would be a heck of a car once we really get the stuff done that needs to be done to it. Maybe get some nicer seats in it and throw a 383 and an automatic in it. Maybe it just mild built, maybe 375, 400 horse, 383, just a little bump above stock, and just have a really nice driver out of it and sell it to somebody that really wants a project that can kind of chip away at, things as they do it, because not everybody wants to just tear a project all the way down. A lot of people want to drive them while they work on them, drive it for a while, then rebuild the front suspension as you can afford parts, and drive it and, maybe reupholster seats once you save up some money, whatever. Maybe a good starter car for a younger person or something. So look forward to seeing some stuff on that. Next up, I call this the Butterscotch car. Me and my dad do, at least. No, it is not originally Butterscotch. As far as value is concerned, I wish it was, because people love this color, and I don't really care. It's not really anything special to me. We bought this car, I want to say it was maybe April of 23. And this car is really pretty cool, but it's pretty weird. There you can see the interior color. It's the two-tone kind of tannish brown color. The dash, it's a factory tack car, factory hardtop, factory 4-speed, and you notice the couple little holes that look like they were kind of punched in the 4? Well, that's where somebody butchered out the console brackets. So I don't know why they did that. I would definitely exchange a few words with whoever did that if I could ever find them. And since it's a console car, it's obviously a bucket seat car as well. You see the brackets on the floor for the bucket seats. So really, really solid car internally. Fix up those little spots there and throw some carpet in it and do something nice with the interior. I actually have some driver quality tan bucket seats, and I have a brand new 4-speed console that I could paint tan. So the only other issue, and you guys probably can't see it, you see how this area is kind of humped up a little bit? At one point, the rear end in this car grenaded itself and shot something up, and it ripped the what do you want to call it? The rear end hump, the under seat pan area, behind seat pan area. So that needs to be kind of pounded down back into place and welded up. I could probably do that. I'm not necessarily looking forward to that because I'm worried that the metal is stretched and it's just going to be a nightmare, but we'll do what we got to do with it. But the rest of the body is not bad. There's some bubbling above the quarter. There's rust hole behind there. Pretty decent sized one. Came with some nice keystones on it though. Trunk lid's bashed in a little bit at the bottom there. That happens. Somebody added a little Roadrunner thing in the middle. That's kind of cool. Excuse me. Same sort of thing over here above the wheel lip. The wheel lip is basically all chewed out, and back here a little bit as well. So that's pretty much the body, and somebody decided to paint it butterscotch and put a fake black top on it. So this car was originally a color called T5. T5, it's either copper or bronze. I don't remember what they actually call it. But there's the color. So it was that with a tan vinyl top and tan interior. Not what I would call a desirable setup, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Whoever ordered this car, they had some kind of idea, but whatever it was, I wasn't following along. So, plans, there really is no plans. The plans right now would be to fix the floor, throw some carpet in it, throw some seats in it, fix the rear end, above the rear end situation, and probably throw a 383 and a 4-speed in it and see if you can make a driver out of it. And, maybe somebody buys it, maybe they don't. Maybe somebody wants to buy it like it is, Most of these are, available for sale. My dad really, really likes this car, so it'd be hard to get it out of him. But anything's possible. And moving on to this one. This one is, there's a lot going on here. This car is unofficially sold to a great guy out of California that has always wanted a pretty nice Roadrunner, and well, this is a really nice Roadrunner. Once a few things get done to it, The whole engine bay is already jammed in this Sunfire yellow is what the color is. That's why I call this the Sunfire Roadrunner. And we have a pending deal, agreement, arrangement, whatever you want to call it, to finish painting the car. Just get the bodywork roughed in and get the whole thing just really nice driver quality paint job. And we will be doing that in the new shop once we get a few more things done. And assembling the car. There's the fenders for it. The trunk lid's on it. The doors are sitting in it. They're just shells. So yeah, this will be pretty cool once it's all shined up in that original color. There's a bunch of stuff in there, but you can see that there's a hole in the floor. That's because it's a 4-speed hump hole. This was a 4-speed car, 383 4-speed, Sunfire yellow, which is that nice color there, with black hood stripes and tan interior. So I believe he wants to go with black interior, which is completely understandable. Tan interior on a light colored car, that, I don't know, that doesn't scream great idea to me, but maybe that's just me. But the floors are perfect, the trunk is perfect, there's no rust on this car anywhere. The only rust that the car had was there was a tiny little spot in the corner, and that got fixed. So, really good quality car to start with. All original metal, never been screwed with, never been messed with at all, never been in an accident that I know of or that I could tell. And I think it's going to a really great home, and we're gonna have it for a while yet before that happens. So definitely kind of stick around and see how that goes. And we'll be doing body work and painting videos and all kinds of stuff. So moving into this year, we'll have a lot going on. So stick around and see what happens. And if anybody ever wants to know the perfect wheel and tire for a 69 Roadrunner, if they want big tires, this is it to me. This is a Mickey Thompson ET Street, and there is plenty of room. I can stick my hand up in here. This is a 28 by 12.5 15, and this is a 15 by 8 wheel. I could fit my hand between the quarter here, and I could fit my hand between the spring, but it definitely gives the right kind of height, and it definitely gives plenty of room still, so you're not rubbing. And also, this is all painted up in here. It's all real nice. So, anybody wants that kind of setup, that's how you do it. Quick, another little look at this nice shiny engine bay. So that's all done, ready for the rest of the body. And the K-member has been repainted. I'm not 100% sure if the suspension has already been all rebuilt. I believe it has. These bushings look brand new to me, but I can't 100% confirm that. So that pretty much covers this side of the building. But as they say, but wait, there's more. And you guys probably know that these two cars if you've been around for a while. If you don't, well, maybe go back and look at a couple videos, maybe don't. Everybody knows this car. Everybody. It's in the intro of all my videos for the past, probably over a year. 383, 4-speed. It's the burnout car from my intro. And it is rusty, and it is not getting any better. So this will be restored within the next few years, but it will be driven and enjoyed in the meantime. Also, I'll say this. If anybody wants to help support the channel with something cool I kind of got going on, I have shirts made of this car. Shirts and hoodies. It's in the description of the video if you wanted to get one. Same place that makes Bad Tree Productions shirts and just Mopar Joe stuff, Jerry Racing, I think Duddy's Adventures, bunch of stuff like that. They've been pretty good to me. We're working with them for this project, so definitely check that out. I'll put a picture here of what they look like, and definitely consider buying one. I'll put a link in the comments and in the description of the video. So I appreciate everybody who helps support the channel through that and just through watching the videos. So thank you for that. And this car has all kinds of stuff going on. It is just a stock 383 and 4-speed, but long term we want to get it back to factory, back to B7 blue with blue interior and the black hood stripes, but we're probably leaving the A12 style hood on it because who doesn't love that scoop? That's just awesome. And it has a white pinstripe that runs along the whole car. So definitely check out some videos on this if you haven't already. And the plan is to basically restore it back to factory. We're going to put Magnum 500 style wheels, probably 15 by 9 in the back, I think Dad wants to make, and then 15 by 7s up front. And tires like what was underneath the Sunfire car will go on this. And it is a black vinyl top car as well. So that'll be pretty nice, and this thing will be far from stock. This is getting a stroker. We're going to use the original block, but we are going to probably make it a stroker out of a 383, which makes it a 438, 439. It uses a 440 crank. It's just like the 451 out of a 400 block, but we're using a 383 block instead. So you'll have to stay tuned for that stuff, but that's quite a ways in the future. This, on the other hand, is happening sooner. This is 71 Roadrunner 383 4-speed. This was ordered with 391 gears and a few other little options. This factory strato vent car for anybody that keeps up with kind of some weird options. And of course the vent's not even in the car, or else I would actually explain that. But pistol grip 4-speed. This car has changed a lot from factory because this is its original color back here. This is gunmetal gray, Winchester gray, whatever you want to call it. This car was Winchester gray with blue bench seat interior and a full white vinyl top. Tell me if you've ever seen that color combination before, because I haven't. I've seen a couple of cars Winchester gray with blue interior, but it's always black accents after that. I've never seen it with a white top after. And honestly, it probably won't ever be that again, but I want to make it back to its original color and back to maybe blue interior if I could talk Dad into it. I know he doesn't like the blue interior on this, but might be kind of cool. But that's a little ways down the road. Right now, we're just going to get this thing shined up. It runs really good. It's got a, I want to say, well-built is the words I'll use, 383 in it. And it has a 1969 4-speed in it, which anybody that knows about how 4-speeds go with the years, that puts the shifter in a not factory location, so I will have to either get a new tail shaft or swap transmissions. So that's a future issue we're going to have to cross. But this is going to get shined up, put all the parts back on it, bumper, door handles, a bunch of little accessory things. And we want to drive this thing this year. I just need to figure out a brake issue. The brake fluid is going missing. Where it's going, I don't know. I don't know where it's going, but it's going missing. Somehow there's a leak in the system. Maybe I'm just not seeing where it is, but it is disappearing, and I need to figure out where, because if you got a leak in your brake system, you're just pumping air in it, and it's just not going to work well. So, anyways, I want to get this thing on the road. It's a 383 with headers, a torquer intake, and a 509 cam. I'm not sure if anything else has been done. It's iron heads. I think the heads may have been touched up and ported. I don't know. If I ever swap intakes, I will look at that. But I will be swapping carbs this year. It's got a 750 3310 vacuum secondary Holley on it right now, and I will be putting a 750 double pumper on it. That'll get it a little bit more fuel. And with a 4-speed, a double pumper is always, it always works out pretty good. And we will be changing the wheel and tire combination, but it has Mopar Rally wheels on it right now. Let me know what you guys would put on it. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I just want to give a rerun of basically all the cars that are at this shop that will be heading home soon. And definitely let me know, out of all these cars, which one is your guys' favorite? Which one would you like the best? And definitely consider liking, sharing, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.